Hello, my name is Tim Padgett. I'm the financial services industry leader for Deloitte here in China, and it gives me great pleasure to introduce the next in a series of surveys undertaken in collaboration with the Economist Intelligence Unit regarding IFRS 17. Joining me today for our discussion will be Rashmi Dalai, who is the managing editor of thought leadership at the EIU, and also Francesco Nagari, who is our IFRS insurance leader for Deloitte. Maybe we could start off first with a simple question. What's the survey about?
The survey is about the way the insurance industry has been reacting and preparing for the publication of the new IFRS 17, the new accounting standard for insurance contracts, which was published over 1 year ago in May 2017, and what they're doing to prepare for it. The implementation is mandatory by the 1st of January 2021, and we wanted to find out, after working with Economist since 2012 on surveying how insurance companies were preparing for this major reform.
So Rashmi, before we get into the detail, maybe you could just give us a bit of insight as to how the survey was conducted.
We conducted a survey of 340 executives across 12 countries. We also conducted a series of expert interviews. Within the survey, we talked to insurers, composite insurers, reinsurers, life insurers, health insurers, and non-life insurers. So we really got a wide industry view.
How are insurers faring?
I have to say that there was an overwhelming response of confidence, cautious confidence, but 90% of our respondents believe they can be ready by 2021. The responses, when you look at them in terms of very confident or somewhat confident, they show you a little bit of a difference. For example, health insurers, they were 60% marking themselves as very confident they can be compliant by 2021. Contrasting with the life insurers, where only 37% deemed to be very confident to achieve the same outcome. So that in itself gives us a bit of a difference. Also geographically, we saw a difference. Europe, of all the regions we surveyed, was the most confident to secure compliance in time. The rest of the world a little bit less confident that they would achieve the same in time. But you can understand that because the European Union already implemented Solvency II regulations over the last 5 years, and that gives them a little bit of a head start compared to the rest of the world.
So technology is going to play a big role.
Yes, one of the largest challenges is to make sure that the technology systems are ready to go. 87% of the respondents said that their technology systems that they have today will require upgrades to allow them to be IFRS 17 compliant.
So that must be, with that level of change, and particularly given that it's technology oriented and given that we're in such a period of technological change, are we getting any sense of what people think that might cost, of what the survey respondents think it will cost?
The budget expectations reflected in this year's survey are significantly higher. In 2013, of the total respondents, 7% indicated that they would be spending more than 50 million euros. As compared to this year's survey respondents, 35% of them said that they would be spending that much or more.
Wow, that's a big jump. One would hope that there was also then a big change in the perspective of what benefits they might be getting from such a large increase in the cost associated with it.
Compared to the results in 2013, when only 21% of the respondents said that they could foresee benefits for adopting the IFRS standard at the time, the current survey shows that that perspective has changed in a dramatic fashion. Now 93% of the respondents say that they can foresee some benefits for them in adopting the IFRS 17 standard, and of those, 40% strongly feel that way. So that's a very dramatic shift in perception from 2013 to today.
So that's a big change in cost, a big change actually in perceptions on benefits. Francesco, what are some of the top benefits that are coming out of the survey?
The number one benefit that everyone globally has indicated will come from compliance is a set of financial statements that would better reflect the performance of the insurance business. So that's the number one. Then an easier access to capital markets. The third and final benefit that we have seen in the top three is a better financial information to help insurance companies design more effectively new products for their customers. Now, it's important to understand the context of why these benefits are being picked by so many respondents to our survey. The current situation that has been effectively present since IFRS has been adopted by so many countries is clearly indicating that investors find it difficult to understand how insurance companies make money. And that's why both the first and the second most voted benefit relates to that particular problem, with a more fair reflection of the performance of business in the financial statements and an easier access to capital markets because of the compliance with IFRS 17. Clearly you can see the insurance industry hopes that with the adoption of IFRS 17, a big benefit in terms of lower cost of capital could be finally at their grasp.
So we're in a situation where we have significant benefits, significant costs. What are we seeing in terms of feedback around demand on resources? Because talent seems to be one of the difficult things to manage in today's environment.
And one thing that came across quite clearly is that there are pockets of resources which are very much in demand. And globally, we can see that there is an expectation of scarcity. One area that is actually associated with the upgrade of technology is really technology and data skills. And together with that, we found that actuarial and accounting skills as well were indicated by the survey respondents as something that they would expect to be challenging to procure in the marketplace.
Rashmi, anything else that you think is coming out of the survey that where we're going to see demand?
So around technology, I would just like to add that the insurance industry is facing a very unique problem in implementing the technology solutions it needs. Even in the best case technology implementations, companies use technology to automate processes that are already operationally functioning, well-oiled, and can easily be translated into software solutions. In this case, the industry is both designing its processes and its operations as it's designing its technology solutions to go along with it. And that's a unique challenge for insurers as they work towards compliance.
So clearly a demand on resources, technical resources, a good time to be an actuary, a good time to be an accountant. But is that all that we're getting from the survey? Is there something else around resources?
Yes, the respondents indicated that collaboration skills are also very important for this challenge ahead, as teams and functions have to work together to collect the data and run the calculations needed for their future financial statements, as well as strong communication skills, which are going to be integral as the impact of IFRS 17 is communicated both internally and externally to all key stakeholders.
So this is quite a massive transformation program then. Yes, it is very large. And as you pointed out earlier, the fact that the expectation of the budget has gone up so much, at the same time as the perception of anticipated benefits, makes it a really important challenge that the insurance industry globally will have to face in the coming years.
Wow, a massive challenge. Very, very, very happy that you've been able to share with us today the results of the survey. Rashmi, Francesco, thank you very much.
Thank you, team.